Oh! Let's stand with a kickboxer. Is Alex the greatest combat athlete of all time? Now, what's next for Alex? Him fighting. All right, 3, 2, 1. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Okay, the dust has settled. We have a brand new champion, Alex, knocking out Jiri. So after giving myself about 24 to 48 hours to reflect on what just happened, a lot of comments came through. A lot of intriguing comments. IZZY versus Alex 5 or 6. I don't know which one they're on. This is gonna be, I think this fight will be a lot harder because Alex isn't as drained. They both have fought, and it's gonna come down to who's gonna be able to execute the game plan, who's gonna be able to land that shot. They're both great kickboxers. There's no secret about that. I mean, you go back and look at the other fights. IZZY has knocked him out cold. Alex has knocked him out cold in kickboxing. I think the reason why Alex told him to come see daddy is because I'm sure both these gentlemen get pay-per-view points. And the fact that they both get pay-per-view points, they probably make a lot of money when these two fight. So it's smart for Alex to say, hey, let's do it again because they both make money. A long time ago, when Daniel Cormier and John Jones had their beef, Daniel Cormier goes, dude, I don't want to fight anybody else. I just want to fight John Jones because we make so much money when we fight each other. I think they say they did like 780,000 pay-per-view points. Now, on top of your base pay, on top of pay-per-view points, that's like a $3 to $5 million paycheck, maybe even more. So I think Alex calling out IZZY saying, come to daddy, I think he's trying to chase some pay-per-view points because IZZY did get the last laugh. He did knock him out the last time they fought. But now, Alex is at a new weight class. He's at 205. Now, this could give IZZY the opportunity to become a 2-divisional double-double champ if he goes up and fight Alex, which I believe he can beat Alex. Once again, when you try to kickbox with another kickboxer, a bigger one, you're playing with fire. It can go either way. But if IZZY comes out there, takes the time he needs to hone his craft, get better at the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu, the clinch work, and all that stuff, he can come back. But let's not take away the fact that Alex also has an opportunity to get better at his grappling, his takedown defense. His stand-up is set in stone. Now that he's a champion, he can take the time that he needs to work on those deficiencies, which is his grappling. And I don't know why I keep saying that he has deficiencies in grappling. He might be a phenomenal grappler, but I haven't seen it yet. So that's why I say that's where I think his weakness is. If I was to fight Alex, I would take him to the ground. I would fight him in the clinch. I would try to get him to fight there. What's going on, guys? I got a question for you. Are you having a hard time breaking bad habits? We all have them. Let's not act like we're all perfect. Well, I think we might have the right product for you. Thank you to our sponsor, Fume. Now, Fume is a cool device that helps you break bad habits. Comes in this nice handy box. Also comes with a cleaning solution. Super easy to use. Now, the thing that I love about this product is that it smells absolutely amazing. It comes with many different cores. Cores are the things that you open this bad boy up, slide it out. See, I've already been using this one. Black pepper. But today I'm gonna try the raspberry lemon. And these things are all natural, made from leaves. Put the core right here. Close it. Spin it and tastes like raspberry lemonade. Raspberry lemon, excuse me. So it's a pretty cool product. This is to help you break your bad habits. Now, when you purchase this, it comes with the multiple cores, also the diffuser pen, and comes with a cleaning. There is no vapor, there is no nicotine, there is nothing in this bad boy besides clean air, flavored air, and also natural cores made from leaves. Now, if you guys want to give Fume a try, all you got to do is go to tryfume.com/mightygaming. And guess what? You guys can upgrade your package to the Solana packaging, which means if you order now, you can get the walnut barrel and then you get the slated black tip with a smoother finish. So scan the QR code or use my promo code MightyGaming. Thank you to Fume for sponsoring this video, and also giving us the opportunity to break those bad habits. Back to the video. 1. Is Alex the greatest combat athlete of all time? Now, that is a very interesting take on Alex, given the fact that, the first time that we've ever heard this term or this title came from the great Henry Cejudo, Triple C, Olympic gold medalist, flyweight champion. He beat Moi. And then you also have the bantamweight champions. So, is Alex the greatest combat athlete of our time? That's very hard because it's in one sport of kickboxing, to where when you look what Henry did, it is a totally different animal. It is wrestling. It has no striking whatsoever. So you have to put yourself in a situation where you're going against a better wrestler. Now, last night, what Alex did to Jiri, Alex is a better stand-up artist. Like we said it before, if you go back and watch the predictions, if you try to do a fight against a kickboxer, you only try to kickbox against them and not utilize the other realm of mixed martial arts, like the wrestling, the jiu-jitsu, just cross the distance, just to create the wrestling scrambles, you're gonna be climbing up a tall mountain. Like I said before, it's not that Jiri couldn't knock Alex out, it's just the likely chances of you doing that is significantly low, and the chance of you getting knocked out go up significantly high. So I don't know if I'm in the right position to say, is Alex one of the greatest combat athletes of our time? I think everybody else has their own opinion on that. I think I would like to see Alex do a little bit more. He has proven himself time and time and time. I can't be going against this gentleman anymore. He's making me look bad. But I always go with my gut. I believe in my gut. I believe in my instincts, and I will never change. I will never change that until this day. But I have to start changing my tune on, is mixed martial arts the easiest sport to become a world champion in? And I sit here and I ponder this. I sit here and ponder this because you're seeing these guys, John Haggerty might be fighting for the featherweight championship in one championship. He just knocked out Fabricio Andrade. Now you have Alex, he just knocked out Jiri, and he also knocked out IZZY Adesanya, but IZZY got it back. So I have to take a step back and look. Is it that these gentlemen, if you go back in the day, maybe we're just in a time where stand-up is so good that you don't really need the other parts of the games to be successful. Maybe I am just saying that it's the easiest sport to become a world champion because, like I said before, I cannot foresee myself becoming a world champion in boxing. And maybe it's just my skill set or the way I approach a fight or my championship fights in the past is that I will look at a guy like Kyojo Horiguchi, I'm like, he has no grappling. If I put him on his back, I'm gonna eat his ass alive. So I'm like, you have a huge deficiency in your game. I'm gonna put you there and I'm gonna make you suffer and I'm gonna drown and then I'm gonna finish and submit you. So for me, the way I think, I'm like, hey, he has a huge deficiency. I'm gonna put him there. I'm not gonna fight him on the feet. I'll fight him on the feet a little bit, but most of my eggs in my basket are in the ground. Maybe that's just my IQ. Maybe that's just my intelligence, how I approach the fight, to where when I look at a guy like Alex, I approach that fight, I'm like, I'm not gonna stand and bang with him. But I know he's very deficient in his grappling. So if I was to fight Alex, I will play on the feet a little bit because I'm pretty sound on the feet, good kickboxing. I've had kickboxing fights in the past. I've fought Muay Thai before, so I'm gonna play and showboat and pretend that I'm a great kickboxer. And then when the time opportunity presents itself, I'm gonna take the fight to the ground. So maybe that's why my tune is so different about, is mixed martial arts the easiest sport to become a world champion in? But I don't know, we will see. Okay, now I'm gonna take a look at my phone and see some of the comments you guys have brought to me that I give you my thoughts on this. Is Pereira the greatest striker in UFC history? Now, it's kind of hard to argue that because the background he's done. But if you look at some of the other strikers like Max Holloway, he's a phenomenal striker. Max does take a lot of shots. You look at Conor McGregor, I think Conor McGregor is a way cleaner striker than Alex Pereira. If you look at how Conor's so precise with his shots and how he mixes it up, like, his rhythm and catching Aldo, I don't think his striking is better than Conor McGregor. Let's go down the list. Ilia Toporia's got some legit striking. You look at Alex Volkanovski, but he is on that list of one of the greatest strikers, but he is not, in my opinion, the greatest striker in the UFC history. Okay, now let's look at the next one. Why is it so easy to win a UFC title? I don't think it's easy to win a UFC title. Now, I always say before, when I say mixed martial arts is the easiest sport to become a world champion in compared to is it easy to win a UFC title, here's the difference. If you want to become a world champion in Formula One, you have to be a good race car driver. If you want to become a world champion in golf, you have to be good at golf, etc. Basketball, football, boxing, kickboxing, etc., etc., etc. You have to be good in those sports. Where you look at mixed martial arts, it is a realm where it's a combination of all art forms. So you can have a guy who's really good at jiu-jitsu and just run out there and bum rush people and take them down and negate one side of the sport. You look at a guy like Ben Askren, a perfect example. He negated a majority of the stand-up. He was not a great stand-up artist, but he was world champion. You look at a girl like Joanna Jacek. She was not the best grappler, but she negated the whole grappling exchange and was able to become a world champion. Then people might say, well, she had good takedown defense. Yeah, good takedown defense because she negated one part. She didn't have to go to one part, where in boxing, you cannot negate the aspect of boxing. You cannot negate the aspect of kickboxing. Same thing in Muay Thai, same thing in tennis, same thing in football. You cannot negate you cannot, get away from that sport, if that makes sense, right? So, but back to the context of this conversation, why is it so easy to win a UFC title? It is not easy to win a UFC title. You look at how many athletes have done mixed martial arts, or you look how many athletes in the whole world have tried to get to a pinnacle of a sport, not just the UFC, but look at Bellator, UFC, LFA, one championship, PFL. It is extremely hard to win a title in the sport. I don't think it's easy. I think some people's path to victory to get to a world title fight is a lot easier than some. You look at Islam Makhachev. The gentleman was on a tear. He's only lost one fight. Now he's starting to get more title fights. You have these guys who go on 8, 9 fight win streaks, and then they finally get a title fight. That's just popularity contest. That's because this person's selling, this person doesn't. That's pretty much how that cookie crumbles, to be honest with you. Okay, but great question. The last question. I love you guys answering these, bringing in these comments. I love it. 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 What's next for Alex? Him fighting Jamahal Hill. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna have Jamahal Hill on the Mighty Cast, so make sure you guys come back and watch that. It's a tough thing because Jamahal Hill, he's coming off Achilles and a very serious Achilles injury surgery. So, but the blueprint's there, right? The blueprint's there. You've seen Alex fight live. You've seen him fight, on the television. I'm talking about Jamahal because he was there at the fight. And it's going to be a very interesting fight because Jamahal Hill, he is also an athletic specimen, stand-up artist. I need to do more research on him to see what his whole game is complete. But once again, you don't want to try to kickbox a kickboxer. You're going to lose that fight. And the reason why I say that is because Matt Hume has instilled that in me. He was like, why would I want to fight a kickboxer? It's like, for example, when I fought Rodtang, the first round, yes, we did bang in Muay Thai, but I didn't fight him like a traditional Muay Thai artist, because if I would have done that, I probably got knocked the f out. But in the second round, when I had the opportunity, I could have stayed on my feet and did Muay Thai with Rodtang. But that's not the smartest way to victory. I have to, make sure I cross distance, throw body kicks, force him to throw a punch. But once he did that, bloop, one underneath, did my jiu-jitsu, and got the submission. So people have to start using their intelligence, I believe, in order to look at your opponent, see what they're good at. Like, look at them like, hey, it is okay to say this person is a better kickboxer than me. It is okay to say this person is a better grappler than me. It is okay to say that. I think when you do that, you're taking the ego out of yourself, the humility, and like, okay, what is the easiest path to victory? For example, if I was to fight Conor McGregor, do you think I would strike with Conor McGregor? No, I would not. His timing is way better. He's longer than me. But the one thing I do have on Conor McGregor is my gas tank, my ability to flow between different art forms with the grappling, the striking, and the clinching, and the jiu-jitsu. I have that ability. So how would I approach the fight against Conor McGregor? I would approach it as chaos. I would make him second guess his timing. I would kick his legs. I would force a shot. Even though I shoot, he defends a takedown, I'm not gonna be discouraged because I'm not gonna get him on the first takedown or the second or third. I'm gonna get him on the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the ones that count, because when those ones count, I will make sure he's dead tired. I would pass his guard, and then I'll look for a submission. And if I don't get the submission, then when he gets up on his feet and it's the fourth and the fifth round, then I will start to become a kickboxer, because by then his time is gonna be off. He's gonna be slower. He's gonna be lighter on his feet. That's how I approach my fights. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys once again for tuning into this channel. This is something a little new, a little breakdown of me just kind of divulging and vomiting my thoughts on this whole weekend. Obviously, Michael's gonna do a good job and make this look pretty, but congrats to Alex. I think Alex is one of the biggest stars right now in mixed martial arts, and him coming from, you know, I looked at his kickboxing record. Here's something you guys need to know. The kickboxing is in that man's DNA, ladies and gentlemen. The man has 33-7 record in kickboxing, and let you guys know, his sister is also a pro kickboxer. Just put that in your cup and drink that. He is a world champion in kickboxing, and his sister is also a pro kickboxer. So I would say, don't try to, you know, kickbox a kickboxer, or if you do, good luck. You're playing with the fire. The opportunity for you to get knocked out goes up significantly high. But once again, thank you guys for joining the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe. Also, hit the bell to know when we go live. And shout out to Alex for winning another world title in mixed martial arts, my friend. Boha.